Alright, we're trading Tuesday, September 23rd. We are super late into the session, but it's because we've had all this news, so I wasn't really even expecting a trade opportunity to form. But what we're looking at for higher time frame is we have a week left on the monthly, and with interest rate cuts and everything, we're just expecting to continue bearish for the dollar. Weekly, previous week did have this crazy rejection, right? But we have to keep in mind that last week was interest rates and FOMC. So can't let this push us away from the overall narrative of interest rate cuts, right? So we just had previous week's high sweep on Monday, and we closed strongly lower. So because of that, I'm expecting this bullish daily for value up to get reversed, or inversed rather. And yeah, we have this 4 hour for value up here that we've tapped into, and a higher one that could be tapped into, but I'm not really expecting it. I'm not really expecting that to happen, to be honest. This is a 1 hour in the premium of this range that we've had. And we finally had a 30-minute engulfing right here. And on top of that, we had just finished. Let me get back to the week that we were on. We had just finished all of our crazy news. So now that all the news is out of the way, I think that we are good to get in here. Looking at this as a second leg, even though we didn't make a new low. Oh, wait. Okay, we did make a new low on dollar, but I don't think we made a new high on euro. Yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and enter here. I'm going to do a little bit of a bigger stop loss, just because it's basically the same thing as if it's a 30-minute entry, right? So I'm going to do this. Boom. 31 ticks. I'm just going to go straight to 30. Cut these down. I'm fine with that. Boom. So now we are in. Oh. Wait, we are in, right? What's this? Yeah, but order execute. Okay, we're in. Alright, so we're in on this 5-minute for value gap. I do like 5-minute for value gaps off of 1 hour arrays, which is what we're working with here, right? 1 hour discount for value gap and 1 hour premium for value gap here. Like I said, it could tap into this higher 4 hour. This is pretty much the only thing that I'm worried about that would go against our bias, but honestly I'm not that concerned about it, because usually when highs are made like this and it's a reversal high, it's unlikely that price will go super deep into it, and especially if it's something like coming off of a previous week's or month's high sweep, usually we just have some speed, or at least that's what I'm expecting to see here, is some speed. So yeah, it looks like it's already taken off a little bit, which is beautiful to see. You'll love to see the trades just pop off right as soon as you enter, because it's the market showing you that you're on side, right? So it is late though, 2:40, and I've been getting really tired lately because I've been implementing cardio into my workout week. So I've been doing cardio for 4 days a week for the last 2 weeks, and I'm not gonna lie, it's just killing me. Like, I'm dead, but it's good for my appetite to help my bulk. So I just realized too that this take profit kind of lines up with a better higher time frame as well. That new day opening gap, volume imbalance. So the RR is just under 2, but I'm risking slightly over 1%, basically just 1%. So yeah, it should be just under 2R for TP. And honestly, with how this is playing out, right? Accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, it should end up hitting. I kind of want to adjust my take profit to 2% exactly. But yeah, so I'm going to be watching it while I'm laying in bed finishing a show. And if it's not to my take profit or somewhere up here, I'll manage it accordingly. Yeah, I'll come back with an update. Alright. So price is looking like it's starting to turn a little bit. We've had a 5-minute change in the state of delivery, and it's looking like 30-minute might have an engulfing candle. Let's see. Yeah, so it does engulf this. Granted, we do have this 30-minute for value gap here, but it is getting late. I'm ready to go to sleep, so I don't want to just keep the entire position on as it is. I do think that it will eventually run and take Asia's highs, and I don't think London lows will get taken. So what I'm gonna do, ooh, apparently is that I did not mean to do that. And I was on my paper trading account. Holy, wow. I thought I was on my trade of 8. Wow. Yeah, I actually thought I was on my trade of 8. That's crazy. I had logged into my paper trading account to show one of my buddies how to trade on TradingView. That's crazy. Wow. That actually sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanted to see if I could get in on another entry, but since I took the trade on my paper trading account and prices already ran, I was thinking of entering off of this 50-minute for value gap, but like I said, my initial entry has already ran. Took it on my paper trading account, whatever. I'm just gonna mark this up, and yeah, gonna mark it up and see how it goes tomorrow. Dude, I kind of want to like at least do half, because that's just insane. One contract, set it for a 1 to 2. Might do that. I might just do one contract and set it for a 1 to 2, because that's wild. That is so crazy. I can't believe I took that trade on my paper trading account. Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna let this trade setup form. I'm just gonna let this sit. If it ends up just turning around somehow and doesn't tap into my entry and just leaves, before this like candle closes or the next candle closes, then I'll just delete the order. But okay, there we go. So yeah, just kind of looking at this. It could dig deep if it wanted to. Maybe retest this. Maybe retest this 4-hour for value gap, but that would be insane, honestly, if it does retest the 4-hour for value gap, because that's pretty deep. But yeah, we'll see how this ends up going tomorrow. Alright, so you can see I ended up getting out of the trade here. Obviously this was not the actual entry, this was the entry. So boom, I think my stop loss was here. And then got out for just a little bit of a loss, because I woke up and I had just checked the trade and I saw that we got close to it and came back. And I'm gonna be honest, I was just mad tired, and you know, I had just woken up, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna close the trade here. Realistically, if I would have held the original trade, which was here, I would have taken, where I wanted to close the trade is where I wanted to take partials, right? I think it was about here, maybe a little bit higher, somewhere in here. Right after I saw that price had disrespected this bullish 5-minute for value gap and started respecting the bearish one, right? Wanted to take partials, like I was going to take a contract off, and then I was going to leave it to run, because I was pretty confident in this London low being the low of the day, right? Yeah, kept going, and it hasn't taken Asia's highs yet, but it will. Yeah, that was just like a silly goose trade for me to do on my demo account. I was literally logged into the demo account because I showed my homie how you can trade on TradingView. Like, he was trying to trade futures on his broker, which is fine too, but he was like, man, I wish I could just trade on TradingView. I was like, you can. So I was showing him, and yeah, I just never switched over. Yeah, silly mistake. And then the trade that I took here was whatever, but yeah, ended up just being a break-even day anyways. So it is what it is.